Hi, I'm Diana Montford, and this is, yes, the one, the only, the inimitable Diana Montford Show. And I am, of course, uniqueness personified, Diana Montford. My guest is a brilliant, brilliant fashion and costume designer, Ms. Natasha Berezhnaya. I worked recently on a film called Larry Ravioli, which starred Larry Costa, and this brilliant designer designed my costumes and all the costumes in the film. And we have a group of models here, and we are going to show you some of the most beautiful clothes and some of the most beautiful, sexy women you have ever seen in your lives. Trust me on this. My guest, Ms. Natasha Berezhnaya, the brilliant designer. Hi, Natasha. How are you?
Hi, Diana. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. If you could tell us, now you're a costume designer, and what do you design for? What are these wonderful clothes for?
It's actually the costumes and dresses for different occasions, honestly. And
A little louder.
the main place where I designed the costumes for right now is Abracadabra NYC.
Yes, but we can't advertise. Just
No,
so.
it's sorry. well, for the special store,
Right.
I did design a line of clothes for the Halloween, and a lot of costumes are having a lot of history. So some of them were in a circus in Kazakhstan, Almaty.
Is that where you're from?
No, I'm from Kyrgyzstan, actually.
Is that in Russia?
Yes, it's former Soviet Union.
Uh-huh.
And I work in Kazakhstan, a national circus, and I dance there. And some of the costumes are from there, and it's actually 20 years old.
Well, I was going to say, and we've all been saying you're so beautiful. Why aren't you one of the models, and why aren't you an actress? Why are you doing costumes?
Well, I just love costumes. And I love beautiful people around me, and I prefer to show their beauty and just enhance their beauty. This is my goal, I think.
And you are brilliant at it. You are absolutely brilliant at it. Okay, we are going to see some of Natasha Berezhnaya's beautiful costumes. If you have any fashion questions, we will be giving ways for you to contact her. Should you wish to ask her about, what can I wear, what should I wear, what blah, blah. Of course, what I'm wearing is a Natasha Berezhnaya design. It is not a costume from the film. It is one of her favorite designs, and this is, all the costumes are beautiful. And if you wish to see me in the wardrobe from the film, please go on my Facebook page at DC Montford, all one word, at gmail.com. And now our beautiful ladies in their beautiful Natasha Berezhnaya clothes. Our first lady is
Glinda. She's an actress and she's a model.
Hi, I'm Glinda.
Well, they cannot hear you, my dear. You have no microphone. But you are beautiful. It's silent film. Can you tell us about her outfit?
Well, this outfit was actually in the National Circus of Kazakhstan, like 20 years old.
Really?
Yes, and it was in a lot of different fashion and costume shows. And it's a lot of history about that costume.
And it looks brand new.
Thank
Is
you.
it difficult to build costumes so that they last? Thank you. Thank you. You were wonderful. And by the way, we should mention that the makeup on most of the models is by Lady D, who is another model. I believe that's her name, Lady D.
Yes.
Who is another model in this show. You'll see her. And some of the models did their own makeup, and we will discuss that, but many were made up by the brilliant Lady D. Next we have
Jasmine. She's an actress and she's a model. She's only 14 years old.
Oh, how wonderful.
But,
You're under arrest. No.
Oh, I'm sorry. And she has a lot of future in front of her, and also as all my models. So she's here with her mom, Yvette.
She's here with her
Yes.
parents, yes,
Yes,
both.
and her father also.
And she is beautiful, and she was one of the actresses in Larry Ravioli.
Yes.
And she is destined for a huge and wonderful future as a great star, I'm sure. She's certainly beautiful enough and talented enough, and certainly knows how to model a dress. That, by the way, is one of the costumes from Larry Ravioli, I believe.
Yes,
it is.
exactly.
Thank you, Jasmine. And now we have our next lady, one more lady, and then we're going to get more ladies. If you'll get our lovely ladies, please. We have a sort of an assembly line of beauties in gorgeous clothes. Our next model is
Crystal. She's
Crystal.
my model. Yes,
Louder, louder.
yes, she's my model. Crystal, what do you do?
I'm a psychology major.
She has a psychiatry major, and she's my model. She's gorgeous. She's gonna model tomorrow, also on my fashion show.
Well,
on the
that won't be
rooftop.
Sue.
Yes,
That,
no,
that,
okay,
yeah, okay.
that's it.
Now, you did your own makeup for this. Face the camera.
Yeah.
You did your own makeup for this, didn't
Yes,
you?
I did.
But somebody did your lashes. Who? You told me before we went on.
A makeup artist at J Sisters on 57th Street.
J Sisters
Yeah.
did their lashes, did her lashes. So there you go. And this is the beautiful Crystal. And ladies, if you'll exit and let the next group of models in, thank you everyone. You were wonderful. And next we have still more great beauties. Okay, ladies. Thank you, thank you. And if you'll come forward.
This is Danielle.
Danielle, yes.
She's an actress, and she's a dancer, and she's a model.
And that costume is beautiful.
I just created recently for the photo shoot.
Is that, what is that? Is that crochet or fishnet or
This
what?
is just a net top, and it's embellishment inside with a bra and a little shorts,
Oh, wonderful.
and that's it.
Beautiful. Thank you, Danielle. Magnificent. Next we have
Margarita.
Margarita. Ole, Margarita.
She's wearing one of my old costumes from my costume collection, Silk
Margarita.
Road.
If you could back up a little so they can see the full effect. Oh, Margarita's cooking, yes. Margarita sizzles. Ooh. You should see the whole thing. It's quite
Show you back,
entrance.
Margarita.
Margarita, and yes.
Yes.
Oh, fabulous Margarita, yes. And this is, you say you've designed this a while ago?
It was also from the same, like 20 years ago, I had created costume collection called Silk Road. A long time ago, it was in a fashion show in Kyrgyzstan, on a big
You
stage.
seem to create very timeless yet oddly fashionable clothes. In other words, even though they seem high fashion, they seem timeless.
Yes,
Yes,
thank you,
yes.
thank you.
And thank you, Margarita. And next we have,
Next we have Mila.
oh,
Mila, she is a fashion designer herself.
Mila, if you'll back up and show everything in the costume, and show them your legs with your thigh-high boots. Lift your leg, if you will. Well, you can't see it on camera, but it's certainly an interesting effect.
And she is actually was modeling in Vinnie Vella's show also for me and a few other fashion shows, and she's gonna model again, right?
How wonderful. And you are a fashion designer in your own right.
Yes, aspiring.
Aspiring, yes. And what that cat suit is literally a cat suit. It is fantastic and perfect for you. And just before we went on, we were doing a fashion shoot outside in the street. We shoot this at night and it was dark. And people were stopping and gaping at the wonderful clothes and complimenting us all with telling us how beautiful the clothes were. And we owe that, of course, to the beautiful and brilliant Natasha Berezhnaya. Okay, ladies, if you will bring the next group in. We have more models, more clothes. And then we're going to find out all about Natasha and how she became Natasha. Oh, oh, oh. Wow. Frankly, my favorite dress in the collection. Absolutely magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. I'm sorry, what's your name?
Jasmine.
Jasmine, another lady named Jasmine. If you'll, yes. Oh, and if you could, oh my God, that dress is to die. If you could walk towards the camera very slowly and turn around. Oh, this is absolutely magnificent. And if you could back up and let the camera get a good view. Natasha, you are a genius.
Thank you.
That is absolutely ravishing. That is maybe one of the most beautiful dresses I've ever seen. That makes me almost want to cry. It's so beautiful. It's really beautiful.
And Jasmine is beautiful as
And
well.
Jasmine
As
is
all my
beautiful,
girls,
too.
yes.
Yes, yes. And now we have our wonderful makeup artist, Lady D, also a model. Lady D, if you'll come out and show us your beautiful outfit. Back up a little, please. Okay, a dolman sleeved mini outfit. Very sexy with slits on the arms that recall vaginas. Oh my goodness. Very sexy. Lady D, don't be shy. Come back. Yes. Yes. Into the camera's there. Yes. And this is a beautiful outfit which can be worn anywhere. And you could wear this even to the office if you're lucky enough to work at a high fashion office. Thank you, Lady D. And Lady D did the makeup for most of our young ladies. And we are now, thank you, ladies. That is, those costumes are beautiful. And frankly, Jasmine, I think that is one of the most beautiful dresses I've ever seen. Thank you, thank you. And now we're going to find out all about the brilliant Natasha Berezhnaya, who she is, what she's about, how she decided to design costumes, and everything else. Okay, Natasha, now you have to speak up. Excuse me, a souvenir, a bird of paradise molted. Here, let's put it in here. Okay, this show will put hair on your chest, fuchsia hair. Okay, Natasha, what made you want to transition from being an actress dancer to being a costume designer?
Well, I grew up poor.
Welcome
I'm
to the
sorry.
club. Who didn't?
So I wanted to dress up and I had no clothes. So I started doing something to make myself more beautiful. And I didn't know if I was beautiful. So I was working and working.
She's beautiful.
Well, it's a lot of work just to learn how to improve yourself.
Excuse me now, when you lived in the Soviet Union as a child, was it difficult to acquire textiles and other materials?
Very.
Just, yeah, well, how did you get
Very.
them? What did
Well,
you do?
from this, somebody's used clothes.
I see.
Somebody gave us used clothes because we had nothing to wear. So I cut them, I put them together, I tried to be fancy. Well, it took a while for me to improve my skills, but I enjoyed it, and I didn't know I'm gonna be designer. So it just came naturally, little by little.
And what made you want to be a dancer? And speak up, please, loud.
Well, I always loved to dance, and I always to show off. Sorry, I was very shy, but I went to gymnastics, and I went to a lot of sports, and then when I had 2 kids, I started taking dance lessons. Because I started working for dance company, and they needed my designs. So they couldn't pay me for a little bit, and then I started taking dance classes instead of payments. And then little by little, they start paying me more and more and more. And I met a lot of talented people there in Bishkek. And I knew almost all of them on all the stages. And I was dancing in almost all the stages with my girls. I had my own dance group. I had my own fashion group. So it was great.
And when did you come to the U.S.?
It was 15 years ago.
Louder?
Almost 15 years ago.
We have very
Sorry.
archaic sound system here, so one has to be loud so one can be heard.
Yeah.
And now you came. How did you get your first job designing in the U.S.?
Well, it's a long story, but I was trying to build up my own business here. It's not easy, of course. It's not easy in different country without language to build up your own creative activity. But I did my best, and I think the most successful it was in Florida, when I was connected to all the ice skating rinks, almost all ice skating rinks, in Fort Lauderdale, Coral Springs, West Palm Beach, and there was great. I really enjoyed it, and I learned how to create the ice skating costumes because in my country we didn't have access to four-way stretch lycra. Here I studied how to do that, and I really got really more professional in this field.
Many of the costumes you design are designed for professional ice skaters
Yes.
to wear when competing or when doing a show and all that.
Yes.
And you also do fashion. You also do, but stage costuming. Now you did the costumes for the film Larry Ravioli.
Yes.
That's how Natasha and I met, and that many of the ladies you just saw were also in Larry Ravioli. Larry Ravioli is a film about a hitman who wants to be a lounge singer. It stars Larry Costa, the brilliant Larry Costa, who's such a wonderful singer and such a beautiful man, both inside and out. And Natasha, what happened was I got the wrong information from someone and showed up just dressed wearing ordinary day clothes. And everyone was in evening clothes, and Natasha said, "Come here." She put this gorgeous pink dress on me, which you can see on my Facebook page, a green opalescent scarf. In a minute, I was ready to shoot all day long. Then the next time I had another day on Larry Ravioli. We shot the morning in the pink dress, and then they said, "Oh, wait, she needs another dress. It's another scene. It's another day." So Natasha took me into the wardrobe room, took two large, substantial scarves, several safety pins, pinned this, that, and the other thing, created the most beautiful dress, which I wore all day long shooting. It held together. I thought, this woman is a genius. I've never seen anything like this. I had to. You are brilliant.
Thank you.
Absolutely unbelievable. I had to show her to you. You have to meet this genius with needle and thread and fabric. I mean, Natasha is a great artist, and I'm awed by her talent. And I know that sounds hyperbolic, but believe me, she is unbelievable. She is just incredible. So Natasha, so now here you are in the U.S. How do you get work being a costume designer? Do you go on a website? For people who want to be costume designers out there, how do you find work as a costume designer? And please speak up.
Yes, as everybody else, I'm going on websites, I'm looking for a job, I'm applying my resumes, and also networking, Facebook, meeting nice people like
Diana.
Diana, I'm sorry, Diana.
It's okay.
Diana, you
Diana
forgive
Montford,
me.
yes. I forgive you. I totally forgive you. Natasha called me Danielle by mistake, but someone else
Because
is named Danielle, exactly.
Yes, so many girls.
So many girls, so little
But
time.
you are the
yes.
one.
Yes, whatever. So anyway, I should sit closer because I'm out of frame. Oh dear. And
Yes.
this dress, as I've told you.
Is it falling?
Yes, it's supposed to be falling.
Oh, okay.
No, it isn't much. I know, guys. Anyway, yes. Oh, hello. Natasha is brilliant, and she designs for everything. We are not advertising, but I mean, you can't do a talk show without having people who have done something with their lives on the talk show. We have to talk about what Natasha has done. What can I say? So I'm checking the time. Every time you see me turn this way, I'm checking the time. So Natasha, how do you decide what's going to suit an individual? When someone comes to you and says, I need a dress for this or that, or a costume for this or that. You do both men and women.
Yes.
How do you decide, what color, what fabric? How do you decide these things?
Well, it's a process because first of all, I look at the personality.
Mm-hmm.
I look the color skin, I look the eyes, but the personality is the most important.
Mm-hmm.
Then I talk to the person or the group of people who want me to create something. Then I see the idea. If it's a dance outfit, I have to listen to the music.
Mm-hmm.
I have to know the concept. I have to see the moves. I have to look the whole process. And when I see the idea, I need a little bit of time to adjust in my head, draw a few sketches, show to my client or clients. And they will decide what's good for them, what they like. If they like 2 sketches, and they think this part I like and this part I like from another one, I can combine in one and make a final product.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to search for the fabric, I'm going to search for a lot of embellishments and everything, and see how can I put that together to make this personality shine. This is my goal from personality.
And when it comes to colors, do you advise them, this will look better under stage lights or on film than this other color, you know what I mean?
Yes, sometimes they do advise me too, because I have to listen. I have to learn what's best. And it's always endless ability to learn how to improve your qualities or improve other people's images. So it's really a journey to study how to be productive to people who need your help.
Is it easy to design if you were designing for a group of people and you had to design one costume that would suit many different types and personalities? Would that be possible?
Of course, it will take a little bit longer time, but I have to look at each individual, and then I have to look at the group of people and talk to the producer or the movie producer or movie director and see what they say and go from there.
Absolutely. And many people in the film Larry Ravioli were, I think all of them, unless they wore their own clothes, were costumed by brilliant Natasha. And we were all oohing and eyeing, oh my God, that's beautiful. Oh no, yours is beautiful. Yours is beautiful. Natasha just turns out these amazing designs, like 1, 2, 3, like sausages. We were like, oh my God, what do we do? Here, boom. Suddenly you look like a movie goddess. I mean, it's great. I've never looked better in my life. And I'm no kid, as you know, since you've been seeing me a while. I have never looked better in my life since Natasha dressed me. I've never seen such beautiful clothes. I used to teach at a modeling school, the Barbizon School of Modeling in Paramus, New Jersey. I was the director of makeup there many, many years ago in the 80s. We had lovely clothes there, but never anything like this. Natasha is brilliant. Natasha, if people have fashion questions for you, how can they get hold of you to say, Natasha, I'm going here. What do you think I should wear? What, we're not selling, but you can ask her for free. Like, what do you think I should do? How can they contact you?
The best idea, contact me on my Facebook, Natasha Berezhnaya. I never remember the spelling of my name, but you can always contact me through Diana Montford.
Exactly. If you go on my Facebook page, now you're privy to my Facebook page, you're my Facebook friend.
Yes.
We are friends on Facebook. We like each other on Facebook. They keep changing the phrases. So anyway, you can go onto my Facebook and connect to Natasha via my Facebook, which is DC. My real last name is Campbell, so it's D as in Diana, C as in Campbell, Montford, Montford, DC Montford, all one word, at gmail.com. And Natasha will see your query or your question or whatever, and she will answer it, I would imagine. Because, I never go on my Facebook page. So you have to go.
Do.
Oh, good.
So
you'll see any questions you have for Natasha, and she will answer it via my Facebook page or something. Or she will tell you her Facebook page, so you can go onto her Facebook page. This gets very complicated. Bring back typewriters. All is forgiven. Anyway, yes, bring back quill pens, whatever. Now, people out there, people think, I'm not beautiful, I'm too fat, I'm too old, I'm too short, I'm too this, I'm too that. Wouldn't you say that it's possible to make anyone look beautiful in his or her own style?
Absolutely. I think everybody is beautiful. You just have to see yourself beautiful. And I think the beauty comes from inside.
I agree. So no matter what you look like, you can look much better, obviously, as we all can. And, and never give up, Everyone is beautiful in his or her own way. Whatever you think your flaws are, even if you are physically challenged, 112 years old, weigh 700 pounds all at the same time, it's fine. Snip, snip here, trim, trim there. Bingo, Marilyn Monroe lives. What can I tell you? Yes. So anyway, I'm checking the time. Every time I do this, I'm checking the time. Natasha, if you have something to say to people out there, by the way, this dress is remarkably comfortable. I'm sitting here, I'm moving around. It's some kind of stretch material, isn't it? You designed this.
Yes.
And unlike the 80s versions of these dresses, this has no bones. In the 80s, I wore dresses like this, but, we were quite boned up and pushed out. And no, today, look, it stretches. 4-way stretch. Yes. So glamour clothes are quite comfortable today, at least Natasha Berezhnaya's are. You said that anyone can be beautiful. that everyone should try to be his or her personal best, whatever your personal best is. So many people these days are larger size and feel that they're not beautiful. Is it possible for larger size women and men to have self-esteem and look attractive?
Yes, because as I said, beauty comes from inside. And if you believe in your own beauty, you can always find wardrobe for yourself to enhance your beauty from inside.
Isn't that great?
Yes.
If you believe in, as Natasha just said, if you believe in your own beauty, you are beautiful, and you can find something to wear that will suit you. And truer words were never spoken. And if you wear something with confidence, even if you grab the bedspread and make a toga, I'm ready.
Yes.
People will say, that dress, I love that dress. Where did you get that dress? You know, or tear down the curtains, and when they say, where did you get that dress? You say, I saw it in the window and I couldn't resist it. But anyway, yes, and I'm wearing Natasha Berezhnaya's amazing shoes. I should show these to you, but how am I going to show these to you? Okay, no, I will break my neck. Okay, let's see. Here, yes, the amazing shoes of Natasha Berezhnaya, which sounds like a novel. It's the sequel to The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. The amazing shoes of Natasha Berezhnaya. The beautiful legs of Sabrina, and other foreign films we should all have been in. But anyway, my guest has been the brilliant Ms. Natasha Berezhnaya. You've seen her clothes. You've met Natasha. If you have any fashion questions, contact her via Facebook. You can go through me, dcmontford@gmail.com. I'm Diana Montford. I love you a lot. I love Natasha Berezhnaya's shoes and clothes. I love everything, everywhere, all the time. I'm easy. Anyway, even if no one else loves you, I love you. And I will see you next time, and you take really good care of yourself. And remember, no matter what you look like, you are beautiful. Know that. Be proud of yourself. Everyone, everywhere is beautiful in his or her own way. You know that. I love you. I will see you next time. Take really good care of yourself. Bye.